Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis for big mega cap stocks. So show your support by hitting that thumbs up button, and that is greatly appreciated. And if you're new here, consider subscribing, and that means a lot to me. Now, if you want to get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, my analysis in 3 days of live trading, definitely check out the Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Tesla, stock is down 5.46%, and we got some downgrades on Tesla by some analysts today, and that is why this thing is down. Now, if you look at my screen, really close to this gap down here, coming down to 206.68, but not filling this gap all the way down here, close to 206. So that could be a scenario. Inverse head and shoulder on Tesla can play out. There is no guarantee yet. If we can hold right here around 205, then definitely this can play out, and that should take Tesla all the way back up to 242 right here, right on top to this gap. So tomorrow, watch support down here and the gap 206, and below that 200. If there is a move back up to the upside, you want to watch 212, 215 now, daily 200 SMA, and then 220, 20 SMA here on this daily chart. And once we get above 220, then you're going to see a nice move to the upside all the way up to 242 on Tesla. But the moment Tesla takes out 200, that's not going to play out, and Tesla can dump again all the way down to possibly, this low 194, or maybe even going lower down to 185 to 186 right here, where this lower Bollinger Band is sitting. So Tesla, there's a lot of things here can play out on Tesla. After filling this gap, yes, this inverse head and shoulder can play out. And also, if this does not play out, then watch out for a new low here on Tesla, and that could be around 185 to 186 all the way down here. On Amazon, stock is down 1%. Finally, Amazon below 5 SMA right here on this daily chart, sitting at 140.75. So tomorrow, that would be a resistance to watch on Amazon to the upside, 140.75. And only if that breaks, there is going to be more upside up to this resistance right here, 146. Now, Amazon staying below 140.75, then watch out. We saw it today coming down to 139.84. We could be coming all the way down to 138, and then the gap below right here, just under 134. On Google, stock is down 1.18%, and Google now trading below 20 SMA, which is sitting at 132.65, and also 5 SMA sitting at 131.83. The next support on Google down here, 130. And if that gives up, you're going to see this gap getting filled down here at 127.74. Now, Google wants to run, and if this thing actually runs tomorrow, you need to see a breakout on Google above 20 SMA sitting at 132.65. Only if that happens tomorrow, you're going to see more upside all the way up to 135, and then the gap above 138.75. On Meta, it's up 0.24%, and now looks like it's down another 1%. So I don't know what's going on, but knowing Meta, look at this price action: up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down again, and then a B shape again. So we do have a shooting star candle today here on Meta. That is kind of a topping pattern, but like I said, knowing how this thing actually moves. Look at this price action here. From this earnings right here. This thing dipped down to 279 and then a B shape all the way up to now today, 324. Now, yesterday I also said in my video that, look at this dip buying right here. 316 went slightly under 316, and look at what happened today, guys. Almost hitting 326, got up to 324, and then we saw that rejection. So tomorrow on Meta, you want to watch 318, 316 as a support, and then 312 right here, 307, 305 to the upside. As long as Meta holding above, I would say 316 to 318, 5-day moving average right here. The next stop, definitely 326, and that can happen. We saw that today. The only thing we got, a huge rejection before hitting even 326. On Microsoft, it's down 0.69%, and we got nothing of a pullback here on Microsoft, only down 0.69%. I mean, what's the point of this gap up here on Microsoft from 357? Absolutely nothing going on. But look at this price action here on Microsoft. Straight up, no pullback whatsoever. Now today, yes, we got a pullback. I mean, this thing was getting really exhausted. I mean, look at this, guys. It cannot go any higher. This Bollinger Band here on top sitting at 365, and that's where we actually got rejected, came down, and now trading just above 360. Now if you look at my screen, tomorrow, if we get a pullback, watch out for the support 358.75, and then the gap below 357.54, 355, and then 351. As long as Microsoft above 5-day moving average right here, that is sitting at 358.75, definitely a fresh new all-time high possible on Microsoft. On Apple, stock is down 0.26%, and yesterday and today, even though we went higher today on Apple all the way up to 184.112, Apple stock once again getting rejected from 183 and pulling back. So tomorrow, guys, until Apple breaks above 183, and that can hold right here, you're not going to see any more upside on Apple. As a matter of fact, you're going to see a pullback down to 180, and if that gives up, coming all the way back down to 177. Now, if this thing can break 183 and we can get a couple of closing above 183, that's going to be extremely bullish for a move all the way up to 190.69 to close this gap right here on top. So Netflix also down on the day 0.34%, nothing big, but if you look at my screen, again going even higher today, all the way up to 440.38, and then we got this pullback and into closing, holding again 5-day moving average right here, close to 435. So as long as Netflix above 435, you're going to see continuation to the upside. The next stop 450, and then the gap above right here 470. Now that's not going to happen in one day. If there is a pullback and this thing actually breaks under 5-day moving average right here, close to 435, immediately you're going to see a pullback down to right here 418 to 419. We also have 13 SMS sitting at 420. So this is going to be a strong area here on Netflix. If there is a pullback from 420 to 418, and then the gap below 412.52. On Nvidia stock, it's up 0.81%, but it was up even more in the morning. Now, Nvidia again paid today, and this was the only trade I took today as a day trade early in the morning, and 5-10 minutes, and I was done for the day. And I'm going to show you guys where we got in and where we got out. Nvidia, look at this, right at opening 5-minute chart right here. This thing opened at close to 475, and then immediately went up to 478, and this is where I got filled on Nvidia 460 puts for tomorrow. It was cheap, and within 5-10 minutes, I mean, look at this, guys, all the way down to 472, easy 55% profit on Nvidia, and then I was done for the day. So this was another fantastic trade on Nvidia. Now we can talk about some more levels on Nvidia. Now, last night I said it in my video, Nvidia can clear 471, and this thing actually did this morning, gapping up over 471. You're going to see a move all the way up to 482, and look at this, guys, 482.30. Now, people that are watching my videos, and especially for my YouTube subscribers, this was a nice opportunity today for you to make some money right here, because if you short it at 482 and you put a stop 20%, guess what? You made a ton of money on Nvidia today. And even shorting at 478 this morning, we made money, and you actually had a better opportunity today here on Nvidia to short right here and put a stop loss 20%, 15%, and just come back within maybe an hour or two. And now it's trading at 469. As a matter of fact, went down to 467.50. So Nvidia, you can make a ton of money, but you cannot just get in anywhere, anytime. So going into tomorrow, levels to watch on Nvidia. Now that it's trading below 471, that's going to be a resistance to watch. And only if that breaks, you're going to see a retest of 482. And then above that, watch out for a move up to this all-time high and possibly hitting a fresh new all-time high, which I don't think that's going to happen tomorrow. So below 471, watch out for the support 460, and then down here 454, 442.38, 50 SMA right here on this daily chart, and we do have this massive gap down here, and that's going to get filled at some point, maybe not tomorrow. On AMD, absolutely flat on the day, and this one finally closing that gap right below 116, and then we saw some selling, especially when this thing was up here at 115.81. We saw some selling, and this thing came back down and gave up all the gains, and now absolutely flat on the day. So going into tomorrow, if this pullback actually continues tomorrow, then watch out for the support 110, 107, 52, 105, and then 102, 100. Now it's not going down here to 100 this week, or especially tomorrow. So I would say 110, that would be a level to watch going into tomorrow. To the upside, AMD can clear and hold 115, the next stop 118 right up here, and that's going to be a massive weekly breakout if that happens on AMD.